I made a tweet, share your open source project, and I'll shout it out on a live stream and give it a review and share my thoughts about it. And 108 of you replied to this tweet, so thank you so much. And 80 of you retweeted it. I really appreciate that. And we got quite a few likes as well. So in this video, we're going to be reviewing your open source project. Before I get started, I get my glasses on. Those are Sarah's. These are mine. Okay, so we might have to do this in two-part video because there is quite a lot and I do want to go through them. So it is awesome to geek out. Great to see people saying, feel free to DM me. We did chat further and say, talk about it in public, and they agreed. So that's awesome and great. Right, James is top of the list. Let's go have a look. So big congratulations to James. His project has really taken off. It is super interesting. If you go visit his website, I do think there are some stats. Yes, you can see some stats here, like 18 million verifications. This looks like really, really awesome. But we're going to look at it from an open source perspective. So I like to see that it's got issues, not too many, not too little, and same with pull requests as well. It's almost approaching 2 stars, so that is really awesome. I like to scroll down and have a look at the releases. I like they're using Semver, so again, massive thumbs up. It's got a description, which is, I think, so important. The amount of projects that don't just have a one-line description, I feel like you're missing out on so much there. And a link to the website again. Don't miss out on that. I think James here could have a couple more tags. So if we scroll down, you've got TypeScript, MBDX, JavaScript, and Vue. Maybe you could put that in the topics. Sorry, not tags, topics. And that way people could discover your project a little bit more if they're searching from the topics. So I would just say, I mean, it's not a major issue, but I think you could have a few more in there, maybe 2 lines. I think that's about kind of 6 tags tops. I have seen some projects where it kind of goes down halfway down the page. And I think that's just not worth it. It's just too much noise then. So it's great that you've got a license, activity, all this awesome stuff. Like I said, releases, and you've got packages. And remember everyone, if you're not using these features on the side, if you're not using releases, if you're not using packages, then disable them, like hide them. And you can always enable them later on again. But you want to show the information that you want to show, not information that you're not using. Lots of contributors probably recognize a few people from there as well. And your deployment was quite recently too. So I really like this. Again, I don't know if the link here is needed. I mean, I think it's a personal preference. It's not a biggie either way. But again, I like it that you re-emphasize the description because some people might miss it up here as well. The contributing guide, so important, and we can take a quick peek at that as well. Let's have a look. House rules, I love that. I'm not going to go through this in details, but it's great that it's like 1 page and it's got different sections and broken down. It looks really, really good, and it's like got different labels. I think that's great. Again, authors, I think this looks very similar to what's up here. So to be honest, I wouldn't include that. I wouldn't recommend that. If you really, really, really want it, maybe put it down at the bottom. Just my 2 cents. Let me know what you all think in the description below. And then some stats. So again, that looks pretty good. I would like to see maybe some screenshots, some animated GIF for what it does. Again, I feel that you're missing a big opportunity here to sell it a bit more, not literally sell it, like it's open source, you're not asking anyone for money here, but as in just make it more aware, like a screenshot or an animated GIF just does so much for people to understand what it's about, maybe from a developer perspective, because on the website, you have a YouTube video, which is great, maybe put that in the README as well, or if you could put, like I said, some animated GIFs, I think that would be good. Otherwise, it looks really good. You're using GitHub Actions, you're using issue templates. I mean, I always say we can go to the Insights tab at the top and to community standards down the side. You haven't got a code of conduct. I would highly recommend that. Anyone watching this, always check the Insights and the Community Standards tab, and you could raise issues on this. So I highly recommend someone raising an issue on the Code of Conduct and see if it gets accepted. Hopefully it does. Then I think that's super important. And there are templates for these already. You don't have to write it, but I think having one when you need to enforce it, which hopefully doesn't happen, but occasionally you do need to, then when you do need to enforce it, you can say, well, we do have a Code of Conduct. Otherwise, if you need to enforce it, and people might say, but you haven't said anywhere that I can't do this. A lot of the time, it's kind of an unspoken rule in the whole professional world, but some people are just, idiots. So just put it in writing, and therefore there's no disagreement later on. And security policy, otherwise everything else is got full house, looks good. I wonder, the other thing I like to check is, could they automate more on their project? So if we go to, and it goes for any project, that's why I want to show you this right at the beginning of the video. So if we go to workflows, you can see they've got a few. They've got artillery, but it's disabled. build, change set, deploy, lint, PR, and test packages and test API. Then the other thing you can do on a JavaScript, TypeScript project, and you can do this for any other language, but this is specifically is the package JSON. So if you're using Java or anything else, they'll have their own equivalent. But you go to the script section and see what they've got here and make sure it's automated. So for example, they've got build, and that's what they had a build script for. They've also got test, and they had lint as well, but they haven't got it in their scripts, and that's okay. And just sometimes, a lot of the time, the build and the test steps aren't automated. And when someone submits a pull request, I think it's important just for them to get feedback quite quickly to see, does the project build? Do the test pass? And things like that. So I think that's really good, James. Nice project, and great that I finally actually had the opportunity to check it out. So thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate it. Right, let's move on to the next one under James. And we've got Pedro. Thank you so much, Pedro, for sharing. Let's have a look. Okay, so issues, got one issue. I mean, it's not a big deal that it's a low number. Maybe you've just been focused on this and reduced all of these. I think it worries me when I see pull requests, like it has like 500 pull requests and they're so old. And, you know, on some projects they have that and they should really just clean that up and tidy that up. But no, this is good. 17 closed, so it looks like Pedro is on top of it. Or maybe Pedro wants some more contributors, so do go get involved. And we can have a look if they've got a contributing guide and see what it's about. So first impressions, it's got a description, better shopping experience. I think I personally would like one more sentence into why or how. There is the website link here as well, so there's something that we can go to and have a look. I like this the screenshot. It does explain it a lot, and you've got steps. Okay, that's awesome. I really, really like it. And then you've got releases. I don't know if you're using tags, not releases. So I would recommend using releases, unless there's any reason in particular using tags. Releases are like a wrapper around Git tags, if anyone watching is not sure the difference. So they are very, very similar. So every time you create a release on GitHub, it will create an equivalent tag. But if you create a tag on Git and push it to GitHub, it won't create an equivalent release. And the advantages of the release is it has a bit more information kind of about it on the GitHub platform. And we've got a sponsors section as well, contributors and deployments and languages. So there's no packages here. It's not being used. That's absolutely fine. But the good thing is it's hidden, which is really, really important. We don't want to show things that aren't needed. Got a banner here. I haven't seen a banner in a while, so it's really refreshing actually to see that on a project. You've got some badges. I do think you need a Reporator badge. I wonder if the last project, I closed it already, has a Reporator badge. No, but I think they do need one. They don't actually have many badges. Maybe we can start. But yes, we could add a Reporator badge on here as well. Give us a star. I like that, because if you don't ask, you won't get. So as we're asking, well, then you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe below if you haven't already. It really helps support the channel, and leave a comment. You know, just say hi. I'd appreciate it. Installation, and I like that it's got a warning, so people are aware that the state of the project. Again, that can be done in releases. I think usually like pre-release 1, like version 1 is kind of a beta, as it were, and these are pre-release. I mean, you are using Semver. I mean, it does look very much like a release, but I do like GitHub releases. Oh, you do have GitHub releases. That's interesting. I'm a bit stuck. My mistake. You know, I'm always learning too. But if I go to, I don't know, say BIODROP, it shows the release here. When you click on it, it goes to the release, or you can click on list of releases. So interesting that it doesn't, maybe because they're pre-releases, that I don't know. That's something I'll have to look into after this video, and we'll figure it out. But there are releases, so my apologies. But it looks good. So yes, I like the installation guide. It looks really good. Gitpod, again, is super useful to have a quick kind of way to build and deploy the project. I like that. Diagrams as well. Really awesome. I think that looks great. Shall we check insights? Let me see. Community standards, code of conduct. That seems to get missed quite a lot. It's quite interesting. And again, like I said, it's a template. Literally, you just hit propose, you pick the one you like, and I think you enter your email address, and that's it. So people can contact you if there's an issue. But otherwise, yeah, a lot of people don't use that. Let's have a look at GitHub. There are workflows. There are some. So you've got release, GitHub pages, npm and contributors. So if we go back to the package.json, there are a lot of scripts here. So maybe build storybook could run just to make sure it works. So see if there are GitHub actions for that as well. It's nice that you're using migrations, format lint. Maybe lint could run and you get any errors if someone's pull request or commit doesn't conform. I think that'd be quite good. So yeah, I think there's some green squares there for everybody. Again, let me know what you think below. Let me know if I missed anything. Another thing I like to check is projects. Projects aren't being used, so I would hide it. Unlike with the items down the right-hand side, where you click on the toggle up here. I don't have the toggle because I'm not maintaining on this project. We have the toggle up here, and you can enable and disable like releases and packages. There'll be an extra tab on the top called settings, and then you can turn off wiki, which they have done, which is great. I love documentation, but I do prefer it in the repo in the docs folder. So this is great. So I think the wiki is just gets out of date too quickly. But they've kept the projects on and it's not being used. So I would recommend hiding that as well. Let me check. Did we check James's one? Projects as well. Oh, 2 for 2 again. So no code of conduct in both projects, some green squares for all of you. And maybe a green square to raise an issue to ask the admin, maintainer to hide the projects tab. Because again, it's just a distraction or something that isn't needed. But otherwise, I think it looks really good. And there is some more topics here as well. I think it looks great. I think you should all get starring, get contributing, and add them to Reporator as well. Have you added them yet? Reporator. We have almost 300 ratings from all of you, so thank you all so much. We've got a new version coming out. Do you want a sneak peek? Shall I show you a sneak peek? Okay. Let me show you a sneak peek. This is what it might look like soon, with real-time data analytics coming in, which is really good. This is on preview, but it's connected to the production database. So let me know what you think. And we've got search, so you can search for projects that you want as well. So really, really nice. I'll leave that open to see if we can get the real-time events coming in. If anyone does anything, we'll get some events coming in. We'll see, without me refreshing the page. So this is the current deployed one. But yes, add your repos that you either maintain or that you have contributed to before in terms of the developer experience. So we can kind of, find friendlier projects more easily. Oh, by the way, Reporator is open source. So if you want to contribute, you can as well. Okay, let's move on to the next project. What else have we got? Aridam, thank you so much. You asked for a project that isn't yours. I love that. I think that's just brilliant. I think that's just so important. So let's have a look. 2.7K stars. Nice, lots of forks. So what are your first impressions? I do like the logo up here. It's great. And again, this is brilliant description, link to the website. Maybe too many topics in my opinion. I don't know what you think. I think there's just too many. I think you can kind of go a step too far and it starts losing value in my opinion. Okay, they've got a code of conduct. Yes. And what else have we got? Okay, so we've got some releases. Version 2 is coming out. Well, almost in alpha at the moment. Packages, contributors, and languages. Nice README with badges as well. Reporator badge to be added. So I like it. It looks good. An animated GIF. Animate GIF. It's just awesome. Like seriously, don't you think so? Don't you think this just looks great? And you can sit and watch it. Oh, if you want to make an animated GIF that little bit better, I would just say just put a progress bar along the bottom so that people can see if they've come in like halfway through an animated GIF, because it starts playing immediately. So if there's a progress bar, people can think, oh, I'll wait for it to start again, or I'll refresh the page to start it again, and so forth. Yeah, this is awesome. And I like that they've got the table of how it works, quick installation, all really, really nice. Looks really good. I think this is very, very well done. The wiki is here. I'm guessing it's empty. No, I'm actually mistaken. The wiki is being used. So fair enough, it's still on the tabs on the top. And no, projects aren't being used. So I think projects should be hidden if you're not using them. Let's check out insights as well. What have we got? Full house. Awesome. Looks good. Pull requests are low, which is really good. I've got about 30 on BIODROP. I need to really crack on with those. It is 2024 now, and they've got a lot of issues, but they've got labels, and that's really good. So you can, see if it's a good first issue, if it's documentation, and all the rest. So I really like that. And you don't forget, you can click on these issues, and they actually filter it. So now I filtered. You can see it's already pre-populated it, label good first issue. So all of these, be it a bug, be it, I don't know, Rust or Node or Python, they've all got good first issues. And you can search for without an issue label, so like a not, and you could do multiple labels as well at the same time. So definitely have a look at this. It's looking good. So thank you, Aridam, for sharing that project. We haven't done very many. I think I've done like 3. Wow. And this video is kind of probably like 10 minutes long already. We should maybe do part 2, 3, and 4, or do you prefer a longer video? Let me know what you think. Would you like 1 hour? I will have to record that in parts, but I can take a break and record it. Let me know. Okay, let's have a look at this. So we have got Nile. Let's have a look at Kodu, an open source code base, a space for coders. Visit our community. Again, maybe a little bit too many tags. I would say maybe reduce it slightly, but I understand they're all kind of related to that space, so I get it. Let's have a quick peek at your website, more like this. I move the mouse. This is very cool. Looks cool. Looks really good. Okay, we're not going to go through the website. We're going to go through the repo. And what else have we got? So deployment is there. It's not hidden because it's being used, but packages and releases are. I would highly suggest to everyone to use releases. I think it's just super, super useful. I think for this, because it's like a website, you may not need a screenshot. So I'm not going to suggest that here. I think you do need a Reporator patch. Shameless plug there. I like it that you've got join our Discord. Looks good. Installation. You got a guide there on how to do it. Oh, and how to do the OAuth as well. We actually need to add that to the Reporator with some screenshots. So that looks really good. Yeah, I think it looks really nice. Got issues. Some of them have got labels, some haven't. I know it takes a bit of time to go through that, so I do get that. And you've got some pull request. Discussions is shown, and discussions is being used, so I really like that. I think that's great. I would suggest hiding projects because it's not being used. I see you've hidden the wiki. I saw you had documentation in the repo as well. I saw it somewhere. I definitely saw something at the end which said documentation contributions are in Markdown, but maybe it's somewhere in the actual project itself. But this is great. I mean, I think it's just so awesome to see so many amazing projects, and looking at all your projects, I mean, just gives me so much motivation. You've all achieved so much. I think they're amazing. I think they're great. I need to work more on my projects as well, and hopefully you can help me too. No events have come in just yet in the last few minutes while making this. So I'm hoping an event comes in later on, because this is, like I said, on preview environment. I'm just testing out the real-time communication, real-time WebSockets. But everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. But we are not going to stop there. Well, we are today, but we are going to do a follow-up video because we have a lot more to go through, and I really appreciate you all sharing it. So I do actually want to go through more. So I will save my place, and we will go through the others next time. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll catch you in the EddieHub Discord so we can geek out on open source. I'll see you there.